All
Oh
right.
yeah, like the South Park episode.
Oh, oh God! This stream's already started off on the wrong foot. Hey, everybody. So, yeah, you probably caught the wrong part. No, the whole thing was the wrong part. But anyway, welcome to the show. I'm the Atheist veteran. You guys probably know Prometheus, but if in case you don't, Prometheus is going to introduce himself. But we have a special guest today. We got the Atheist Ranger. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Atheist Ranger.
Hello, audience. I'm the Atheist Ranger. I've been making videos for about almost 2 years now, and most of my stuff is anti-religion stuff. I pretty much make response videos to stupid people, more importantly, stupid religious people. But I do discuss, at least during my live hangouts, I do discuss some politics and current events.
Awesome. All right, and you guys know Prometheus, but Prometheus is going to pretty much just explain his channel to us again. Go ahead, Pro.
All right. Well, I'm Prometheus the Prophet. I do current events, stuff on the culture, anti-alt-right videos, and I'm going to be getting into some anti-theist content as well.
Awesome. So I'm the Atheist veteran. I do a lot of, just like Atheist Ranger, I do a lot of anti-theist videos, but I also like to hit on the conspiracy nuts, the flat earthers, the chemtrailers, all that kind of shit. I also like to promote other channels on my other channel as well, but that's mainly this channel's purpose. So it links to each of us are in the description below. If you find our content interesting, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to watch some Atheist Rangers content as well today, as well as some Sargon of Akkad and some other awesome, cool, way better channel than ours stuff. All right, so Pro, you got any Sargon of Akkad videos you suggest?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, maybe some of his old stuff, but it's completely up to you.
All right, well, I'm just going to type in his name, and the first thing that pops up, I'm going to fucking do. How about Atheist Ranger? You want us to watch anything particular of yours?
Let me check some stuff here.
Okay. So while he does that, really we got no new updates. We want to kind of move this into a more normal podcast kind of a format. That's what we've been talking about lately. The Geek Room does a really cool podcast where it's kind of more like the Drunken Peasant style, and I kind of asked them how they do that, so hopefully I'm waiting for them to respond to me. By the way, the Geek Room is another guest. They should be on, what was it, Sunday?
Yeah, either this Sunday or next Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's this Sunday. This Sunday they'll be on. Yeah, so that would be awesome. And they do a way better. They have a way better setup than we do. So, I don't know. You have any ideas of how we could set this up a little bit better, Pro?
Well, you know what? We can also promote some of Atheist Ranger's patrons' content if he would like.
He has a Patreon. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's not very impressive. I literally only have one Patreon, and that's his name is David Fulton. He goes, but on YouTube he goes by Boolinator. I don't think he has any content up yet. He is still trying to set up his channel. He's kind of a new, well, I don't want to say newbie, but because he's had his channel for a while, but he hasn't made any content yet.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much my only Patreon. Yeah, I do have a Patreon, but unfortunately I only have one at the moment. I'm hoping to grow it, or at least I'm trying to.
Okay. Well, we'll hope to help you out here.
Yeah, we'll link you down in the description.
By the way, since G-Man is my favorite guy, like he's like my guilty pleasure as well as my favorite LOL scout.
Yeah.
I meant to go back on my channel because this video is from 6 months ago, but I pretty much I don't want to say diss him, but pretty much pwned him because he made a video about how Christians are supposedly persecuted. So I'm going to go on my channel.
Yeah, they're so persecuted. So
irony.
Well, I mean, it's a 25-minute video. Obviously, we're not going to go through all of it, but we can go through like some of it.
Yeah, we can go through some of it. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, just send us a link in the chat, and I'll just go right to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I've also been like watching your January stream and some of the guests on there. I mean,
Yeah.
them you want to promote?
Oh yes, Heretic. Well, she's live right now, actually. Heretic Woman. I forget all the show she's on actually, but the show. Damn it, she's live right now. I forget the name of her podcast exactly. It's really. Oh yeah, it's Beyond the Trailer Park podcast. It's actually live right now. In fact, her last stream she had on David Silverman.
Ooh,
And, yes,
awesome.
In fact, if you go further down my channel, I used to be on. Just to give you some history of mine, I used to be a co-host on the Atheist Republic channel called The Devils in God's Country, and our last show was an interview with David Silverman.
That's cool.
Excellent.
Yes, and I'm currently now the co-host of a kind of a small-time podcast called Packard Pokes At.
I wonder if we could crash your friend.
Your co-host kind of has an avatar of a cat.
That's Matt Gilmore. He's the Matt Gilmore's the other co-host. Packard, unfortunately, is dealing with a lot of. He's pretty much had to be kicked out. Well, not kicked out. He pretty much had to move abruptly, so the show's kind of on pause.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna crash your friend's her live stream. I think we should do that on here. Just crash it. All right, well, I'm gonna check it out, and I'll put it on so you guys check it out.
Yeah, but like as we say, we extend an invite to your friends as well. We'd like to get as many people as we can on here.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll definitely share. Well, this is the link to the video I was talking about.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's do that first.
Oh, okay. That's in the middle of her stream, and oh yay, my internet fucking crashed. Yeah, but don't you love it? My internet is the best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, how cool would that be? Just like crash it and like, I don't know. Would that be cool? I don't know. Probably lame.
Depends on what you mean by crash. I mean, we can say hello.
Oh no, we're gonna say hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna like
we're civil people here.
No, that doesn't like
No.
Just so
Yeah,
doing
say hi. No, we're fine. Well, I would just say hi. Hold on one sec. Okay, yeah, so what we do here usually is that we just check out other people's videos and we just comment on them. And it's usually a good time had by all. So hopefully I can get this working right. Did you present to everyone?
Hey there, everyone. This is your neighborhood-friendly Atheist Ranger here, and sad to say, I am doing yet another G-Man response. He apparently made a video response to Bionic Dance, and the subject was persecution. And oh man, was this video a fucking failure?
Yeah, we can't see the video.
Yeah, okay, that was just my computer. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh yeah, we actually do have a question. We see that you can you play the video and then you're able to respond to it like very quickly. Atheist Veteran seems to have to change the settings of his microphone, and it takes him a little while in order to get the
Well, I mean, the computer I have is Google Chrome, so I mean I'm not a very technical guy. I mean, most of my video responses are like live streams.
Okay.
Further ado, let's just hop right into it because I have shit to do. Let's go.
Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they might persecute you. Is that what it says? He said they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. So right there, the Bible's crystal clear, once again, that everyone who will live godly in Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution.
Okay, the Bible says it, but is it true? Let's just look at the United States. You guys have a clear majority. Even if we look at the world, you may not be the majority, but you have the highest percentage. How the fuck are you persecuted? How can you be when you're clearly dominant?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay, first a little bit of context. Number one, when Jesus came to this world, he preached a message that was contrary to all the other religions in the world. One of the things that Jesus said, for example, was that I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes unto the Father except by me. He was saying that all other religions was wrong, in that Christianity, following him, was the only way to get to the Father. How did the world respond to that? The world responded by mocking him, lying on him, having Jewish people or guards say things like they was going to blindfold him and punch him in the face, and then they would say, prophesy who would hit him next, and then they crucify him. That's persecution. That's people attacking you for what you believe. So, Bionic Dance, your example of using well, you guys are the majority of this country. How is that you being persecuted? That is absolutely a horrible way to begin an argument. Bionic Dance is stupid. Okay?
No, G-Man, it's not stupid, and here's why. It's very simple, really. It is impossible. Let me say that for you again so you understand. It is impossible for the minority to persecute the majority. Do you know why, G-Man? Because the majority has more power than the minority. That would be like me saying, "Oh, look, white people are being persecuted by black people." Well, you would look at me and say, "Well, that's crazy. White people are obviously the majority in this country." Yeah, so that's why she's not wrong. And I mean, that's why she isn't wrong, and you are wrong. Oh, okay. You paused the video.
Oh, we're not going to watch any more?
Oh no! Oh, that was fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But his hat.
Yes.
His hat is just. I mean, it makes you laugh.
Yeah. We'll watch. Hey, we're gonna watch more though. I just wanted to comment on some stuff. It's like this Christianity has all the power in this country and in most Western countries. So to say that you're persecuted when you make all the rules, that's fucking ridiculous. So fucking G-Man, he's low hanging fruit. He makes no fucking relevant argument. He says, well, Jesus was fucking persecuted. That's not the question. Jesus was persecuted. Well, first of all, Jesus didn't exist. Second of all, we're not talking about fucking Jesus. We're talking about Christians. And Christians... Yeah, go ahead.
Like, even if we were to give him historicity, Jesus.
Yeah.
He was crucified because he went against the government. I mean, you went against the government like 2,000 years ago, obviously. You went against the government. Yeah, you got killed.
Well, not to mention, there's no one to blame but himself because it's all part of the plan, right?
I know, exactly.
So why are we going to fucking be all upset that Jesus was persecuted when it's part of God's will, right?
Yeah. I mean, God already knew. Yeah, apparently he's omniscient. I know you're going to die 30 years in your life, and I'm going to be upset about it when it comes.
And more to the point, the Christian God did not. I mean, Jesus was, the Christian God in man form.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the way they choose the fact that he looks like a hippie on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yes, he has all these powers. but him as a carpenter cannot remove nails from his hands, apparently. Oh, good old God. Fucking stopped by some nails and a piece of wood.
Oh, I think I'm going to make another response video to him because he apparently he decided to go after a big boy in the atheist community. He decided to make a video response to an Aaron Raw video.
No, Aaron Raw would destroy him so hard.
Oh my God, it was fucking hilarious.
What was that thing where he called into? What was it? The Atheist Experience they called into?
Yeah.
And he got totally destroyed. And I think he said that slavery was okay. And if slavery was okay, that he would be a slave and not be upset about it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the video is like probably gonna be like a two-parter because I don't know why he thinks it's okay to make an hour-long fucking video response to this man, but
yeah,
probably gonna be a two-parter. But the reason I'm probably making a video response to it is because he had to me kind of the nerve to say, "Well, I've never been refuted all my time here on YouTube." Like, excuse me?
There's a whole fucking the whole fucking series of drunken peasants. There's at least 70% of it of G-Man being refuted handily. Maybe I'm exaggerating with the 70%, but oh my God. And yeah, Prometheus's hat is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, I think I remember just think one time on the Drunken Peasants, TJ Kirk even said he said, you know why you get so many video responses? It's because you're a retard who's easy to pwn the shit out of. That's why we're responding to you now.
Mm-hmm. It's just, you know, first of all he draws a crowd because he's so stupid. He's so stupid. People got to tune in and see what stupid shit he's got to say next.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah, he's become but he's like Brett Keane.
He can't even rap though. That's the worst part. His raps are. It's like, God damn, his raps are so bad. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a great rapper, but I'm just saying I'm probably a better rapper than G-Man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither, but I'm still better than G-Man. I bet you're still better than G-Man.
Oh, we're all better than G-Man.
Yeah. Well, just overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's some low hanging fruit is G-Man. I wanted to do some response videos on him, but I just feel like, you know, it's just it might just to get through one of his videos is it's hard enough as it is.
Well, I mean, to be fair, most of his videos are like 25 fucking minutes long, and nobody's taking out time.
Yeah, and I've had some long videos in my time, but I've realized, you know, the shorter the better. You want to keep it to that like 10-minute mark, 10-15 minute mark.
Oh yeah.
You know,
and I actually tried to find our G-Man, or at least our arch enemy. We found this guy called Cornelius Jones.
Yeah, but
probably he's just as arrogant.
Oh fuck me, not him.
Oh, you know him.
Yes, sadly.
Yeah, good old Cornelius Jones.
I mean, I'm on this Google community called the Great Debate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've heard of him. Unfortunately, he's been around. I don't know how long, but I've seen him around.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, he seems a little boring to me, but I'm down to watch more of his content. You know, when Donna's on and everybody. Cornelius Jones, but
we're also looking for others, like just a real potential arch enemy, kind of like how the Drunken Peasants made Brett Keane their arch enemy.
Yeah. Oh, we need one of those guys. We need a Paul Zigo. Well,
hey, I mean, I can be your Paul Zigo if you want.
I don't know. We might have to make you and Yukon fight for that one. But you did show up today. Yukon didn't show up yesterday, so.
Oh yeah, and then there's Jonathan.
Jonathan Edwards, yeah.
Not the actual sidekick, but this guy. He joined on one of the first streams. I wasn't a part of it, but he's like an ex-preacher, so he actually knows the actual wording of the Bible, and he can quote it back on command.
Nice.
Yeah, Jonathan's great. Yeah, Jonathan's great. You know, and I think it's funny when someone is that high up in the fucking in the religion, and then all of a sudden it just clicks in their mind, just like this is bullshit. You know, and they're always the best to talk to because they have a more in depth knowledge on both sides. You know, I could tell you about being an atheist all day, but I really couldn't tell you what it's like to be a Christian because I never even been to church.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the lucky ones. I did not grow up with any religion. Anyone that's watched my channel for a while knows that I'm a former deist actually, and you know, at least when I was good at debating science, I'm not anymore. But I used to actually defend theistic evolution. Quite obviously, I don't believe in that anymore.
Yeah.
And by the way, I just want to say this, and I know this has nothing to do with the stream, but I am so happy the Eagles won last night.
Oh, dude,
Yes.
so am I. Yes. And I'm not even an Eagles
the
fan.
Patriots.
I just hate the Patriots so much.
Actually, you possibly might be excited to know that I'm a Jaguars fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Niners fan.
So
Prometheus.
I definitely savored this season because, I mean, you know, it's been a decade since we went to the playoffs, and I hope we go next year, but, you know, I'm just savoring this season.
Dude, I'll tell you, savor it because it could be, you know better than anyone how rare this is. You know, just to even make it to a championship game.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's not rare because, I mean, I keep telling my family, I said, what I saw this season, I fucking see next season.
Yeah, and I totally agree, and the Jags do look pretty. They're young and they're fresh, but at the same time, you know, you just want, because I'm a Niners fan. We dropped off fast, like really fast.
Good job getting Garoppolo, by the way.
Oh, I know Garoppolo is fucking. Oh man, and the funny thing is, looks like I think Tom Brady's done. This is his last real chance at the Super Bowl, if you ask me. You know, so Garoppolo would have been a perfect backup for Brady, but they kind of just screwed themselves on that one. But I'm glad we have him, and he's great. And you know, I was totally expecting to lose against the Jaguars this year, and oh my god,
yeah, that was quite surprising. I don't know what happened to Bortles, and that's why. I mean, I like Bortles, but he's not very consistent. Like he'll play awesome one week, and then the next week he's playing like he's in high school.
Yeah, I've noticed that with them too. You know, it's usually the games where they think that they got a win locked. You know, you're going against like the 0-4 Niners, and they probably were like, "Oh, you know, don't need to try as hard," and they just got shocked. You know?
Well, then none of that. I think the game before that we won, we sealed a playoff berth. So I mean, obviously, I think they just went in there too overconfident.
Yeah, and I think you guys didn't even play your top wide receiver, or he was injured or something.
No, actually, I think we. In fact, I think for most of the season we played our second string receivers.
Yeah. Oh, Pro's a Cardinals fan.
Yep, because I'm from Arizona. I'm also like Chargers.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like a hot. Yeah. Well, the Chargers are about like an hour away from me, so at least now they are. So that's nice. You can drive down to LA, see a Chargers Rams game or whatever. I'm not any of their fans, but it's nice to go down there. The Coliseum is great. I love going to the Coliseum. So, yeah. So now we're gonna watch some Sargon stuff, I guess, right? Or you guys want to continue watching Atheist
we
Ranger?
can either watch Sargon on his main channel, or we can probably go to his Thinkery channel because that's where he has some of his short videos.
We're gonna look at his main channel because I don't feel like opening up another screen. Okay. Yeah, and plus, you know, sure we'll still find some good stuff on there.
Oh yeah.
So, tell us, how did you and Pro meet?
Me and Pro,
yeah.
I can't really say.
I pretty much. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He pretty much emailed me. I mean, this is the first time me actually like talking to him.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, he emailed me a few days ago after the comment one of you made on my channel, and yeah, and here we are.
Yeah, that's what Pro told me. He said he found you and just emailed you, and he's been in contact with you. So Bushnell did nothing wrong. I think that's what we're gonna wait. No, because that's a liked video. We'll go to videos. Yeah, and you know, it's funny because I get the emails sent straight to my phone, and I see this email chain between you and Pro. I'm like, who is this guy? Let's watch This Week in Stupid. That sounds fun. This Week in Stupid.
Oh yeah, that's his weekly segment. I haven't seen this one.
Well, it's in April.
By the way, if I ever come back on the show, you should know that my main, I guess, trigger is the word, is anti-vaxxers.
Oh, dude, this trigger me.
Yeah, I do not like the anti-vaxxers.
They're the worst.
I don't like the anti-vaxxers because they're spreading lies about my condition, which is autism.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, fuck them. Well, anti-vaxxers, see, it's dangerous, you know? These people are telling people not to give their kids treatments that have been proven to help, have a history of helping. You could take empirical data and see from the early 1930s till now, see the difference in how many people are affected by certain diseases. So I don't understand how people can say that they don't work or they fucking give people autism when there's no proof except for maybe like one study. Yeah.
I know. I was just with autism, it's just like your brain is hardwired different. Like that's not what you get from a fucking vaccine.
Yeah. I don't understand how vaccine can alter the brain's chemistry. That's, at
least to that extent.
Yeah. Goddamn Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, fuck her.
Fucking bitch. I hope she.
She has nice tits, but I mean, fuck her.
I mean, yeah. You know, I can kind of forgive her for some stuff, but not that, you know. This Weekend Stupid.
Yeah, any movie with Larry the Cable Guy. Yeah. Oh, we can forgive her for that, but not for this.
Oh, hell no. Can't forgive her for that. Like Larry the Cable Guy. Hey, try saying something, bro. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Okay, good. So it stays on the screen when I do it. Okay, bueno. Something new I could teach you. All right. Oh, yeah, but I might want to turn on the mic too. So, yeah, if you hear my kids in the background, just ignore that. You know, I don't mind neglecting my children. No, I'm just kidding. But they're fine.
February 2018. Guess who's a racist this week? Oh, that's right. It's Jordan Peterson. He's a racist. Are we really surprised? Do we need to listen to a single thing this man has ever said? No, we don't, because now we've decided he is just simply persona non grata. The former chair of Canada's Truth and Reconciliation Commission. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds remarkably like a Ministry of Truth, doesn't it? Says he's not surprised that University of Toronto professor Jordan Peterson posted a tweet that riffs on the old racist stereotypes about Indigenous people. Sinclair was reacting to a Twitter thread detailing Peterson's long history of making discriminatory statements. That's such a weird thing to say. Your statement was discriminatory. Well, yeah. Otherwise, there'd be no truth value to any of it. If people made statements that weren't in any way discriminating between one thing and another, there would be absolutely no purpose to them whatsoever. And let me remind you that the problem with, say, racism, as Christopher Hitchens pointed out, is the lack of discrimination. To treat an ethnic group as a monolith and to say that they are all the same. And of course, they have the gall to suggest that Peterson is promoting unscientific claims about the psychology of women. Jordan Peterson is one of the most widely cited clinical psychologists on the planet. I think he might actually be an authority when it comes to claims about the psychology of women. I'm just saying he seems to be the man who actually knows what he's talking about. And I'm just saying this because the people who are criticizing him for being a racist and misogynist come from the there is no such thing as biological sex school of thought, a school of thought that I find so laughable as to not even need to bother refuting them. Over the weekend, critics on Twitter questioned CBC News' decision to grant the controversial professor airtime to promote his new book. Well, of course they're trying to deplatform him. After the absolute reaming he gave to Kathy Newman, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Jordan Peterson is the single most effective weapon that we have against social justice. Of course they don't want him to have airtime. Of course they don't want him to sell his books. Of course they want to shout him down as a racist and silence him. That's why we should ignore these idiots. One of
Who exactly is this dude?
What?
Who exactly is the dude he's talking about? Because maybe I'm out of the loop here.
Jordan Peterson is a professor from Canada, and he's like spoken out against the cultural Marxism that occurs in colleges.
Yeah,
Wow.
You know, places like Berkeley and all that.
Oh, fuck Berkeley.
oh
Yeah.
God. So, you know, I've seen a little bit of this myself. I'm in a class where it's just, well, just to say the least, the person that sits next to me in my class is one of those big fucking pink-haired giant fat, kind of looks like Trigglypuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I got
third wave feminists.
I got Trigglypuff Jr. sitting next to me in my public speaking class. But college is so overwhelmingly feminist. In fact, I got my my syllabus right here, and it actually has a thing against derogatory stuff, and it says
Oh, yeah, you should definitely try to, like, get a picture of that and just put it on the live.
Yeah,
I really want to see this.
okay. Give me 1 sec. You guys go ahead and keep talking while I look for it.
All right. But yeah, but Jordan Peterson came around like just right around the time Trump was doing his rounds. I think that's when I first started hearing about him. But he's also kind of like this. He's also a Christian, but he's not like one of those in-your-face evangelical Christians. So,
yeah, because I mean, that's why I have been kind of hesitating to go back to college because I know eventually I'm going to run into that SJW fucking crowd or that family.
Yeah. Where is it?
so
etiquette?
I mean, I was like a part of a little bit of a crowd like that back when I was in college, but you know, I never got too deep into it.
Yeah. So I found it right here. It says this class demands a safe, positive environment in which all who speak feel comfortable doing so. To achieve this goal, it is important to use language that is both inclusive and non-discriminatory. To create a safe, comfortable, and welcoming environment, please refrain from using racial, sexual, religious, sexist slurs, or using exclusionary language, e.g. using he or man to refer to an entire group of people or to a person who can be a man or a woman, assuming that people have naturally heterosexual or Caucasian. Disrespectful language, people who are naturally heterosexual. Excuse me, I went back up a line.
Oh.
Disrespectful language, behavior, attitude towards other students will simply not be tolerated. So, you know, the thing that just screams SJW to me is just, you know, don't say he or man or.
Oh my God! To refer to an entire group.
I was like, well, first of all, why would I refer to an entire group as he or man?
Yeah, because that's what I thought I heard. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then it says, assuming that people are naturally heterosexual or Caucasian. Why would that even fucking come up?
Yeah, and no religious slurs?
No religious slurs.
Like what? You Christian is now all of a sudden a slur?
When the fuck did this happen?
I don't know. I mean,
when Obama
took office. when I was in SJW, we never had this kind of extreme this kind of extreme control.
Yeah,
Never.
I'll post some on mine in Twitter. I'll take a picture.
Yeah, please do, man, because this is gold.
Yeah. So that's my college for you. Again, this is also the same college that wants to ban smoking off of campus, and and it's the thing is, it's already hard to be a smoker on campus because they literally put the smoking areas like 1,000,000 miles away and with like no shade, and we're in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought you said smoking off campus.
They want to ban smoking on campus.
Yeah, because I'm like, if you're like outside of campus and they're banning smoking from there,
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
And the thing is, like, I'm fine with like, but with that, if your college is like upfront about it. But when you want to pretend that you want to include everyone, but then be like, oh, smokers, get the fuck out of here. You can't smoke here. That doesn't seem right to me. Gotta at least give them a smoking area.
And I mean, back in the old days, I mean, back the earlier incarnations of the SJWs, they were the hipsters, and the hipsters were smokers.
Yeah, it's only recently where it's so hard to be a smoker in today's world, And I don't smoke anymore. I vape, which is not much better for me, but at least it smells better.
Yeah, I don't smoke. I'm just a drinker.
Yeah. Well, I wish I drank, but I don't. I can't.
What's your poison, man?
Yeah, right.
Me, I usually drink Mike's Hard Lemonade. Don't judge. But for me, it's either vodka or whiskey.
Yeah.
Or tequila.
When I drink, it's whiskey.
Yeah, I'm whiskey, but I'm gonna try and get into rum.
I can't do rum.
If I drink vodka, I get fucked up way too fast.
Yeah, in fact, I think it was last year I went on a cruise with my sister. We went to how do you pronounce it? Cozumel, Mexico.
Okay.
Nice.
And I was half bombed that whole trip.
I would love to go to Mexico.
I spent most of that trip completely drunk.
Nice. Prometheus, let's go to Mexico, man. Me and you.
But man, there was some hot, thick girls on that cruise.
I'm saying, let's go to Mexico, Prometheus. Me and you against the world. Come on, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Atheist Ranger, you could come too, but you're gonna have to buy your own plane ticket from Vermont. Good times, good times. Dude, we should. It would be cool if we did like a hangout, like the Drunken Peasants used to do. But I feel like if we went, we'll get like a whole 2 people to show up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're still a small channel, but we're actually growing quite fast for a small channel. This channel is actually only like 2 weeks old at the most.
Well, I mean, lucky you. I mean, I have 260 subs right now, and it took me, again, literally 2 years to get that.
Dude, on my other,
I have a very boring voice.
Yeah. On my other channel, I have 118, and I've been working on that channel for maybe 2.5 years.
Yeah. I mean, back when I first joined this, I had like 8 subscribers, and I was on for like a few months, and all of a sudden I'm now like quadruple like what I was.
Yeah, I mean, this channel will help you out. We'll definitely help you out, as much as we can. But the thing is,
no
our help is limited to how much we grow, because let's face it, unless we're big, we're not going to be able to get a lot of people, a lot of subscribers, even though somehow we've managed to get some channels with quite a good amount of subscribers.
Hey, if you guys want, I can actually mirror this particular hangout on my channel, and I can,
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah, we don't even monetize this channel because it's not. Well, one, a lot of other people's work goes on this channel, so we don't want to monetize it. So yeah, if you want to mirror it, copy it. If you want to mirror anything on here, that's fine with us.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, most of my video get anywhere from like 40 to 100 views.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and do that if you want. So, do you have any ideas of what you want from, you want to do from us? You want to do like any kind of hangouts or anything in the future?
Oh yeah, you guys can. You're more than happy to come to my monthly sub Patreon hangout.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's been a while, and also it's been a while since I've done one, but I usually do a Sunday hangout called Reality Sunday, but I haven't done that in a while because I've been busy with life. But
Nice.
yeah, you can more than happy to come to those. But I usually do my hangouts at night, anywhere between 9 to 10 o'clock, depending on how I'm feeling.
Nice. You know, I'm gonna check the chat real quick and see if we have anyone in the chat.
You do have a
asking-
troll in there, I can tell you that much. I've been watching it.
Oh, we have who?
You do have one troll in there. His name is Darth Dawkins. He goes by Darwin's deity.
Oh, okay, that's fine. We love our trolls. Explain them what we do with our trolls there.
Yeah, sometimes we'll actually let the troll on.
Yeah.
That's completely up to you. I mean, I've dealt with Darwin's deity before.
Oh, we have?
Yeah, I mean, I've had him once on my channel, and he was a fucking nightmare. So, I mean,
Oh.
luckily he's not that hard to deal with, honestly.
Oh, what we like to do usually is I wish Donna was here. She would read his what he's saying in
Oh yeah,
funny
Donna reads. She does a channel where she reads like dirty fan fiction.
Oh, nice. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
to give you a heads up about Darwin, I mean, he loves to use the presupposition argument.
Oh well, I'm not worried about him.
Oh no, I'm saying if you ever invite him on, that's his go-to move is the presup argument.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna see what he's saying right now. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So Prometheus, you have any plans? Did you talk to anyone else other than Atheist Ranger here?
Well, I put some feelers out to some other channels. I actually did watch a little bit of the podcast, the Atheist Republic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm keeping my eye if they were open to doing something. I don't know if
That'd be nice, you know.
yeah, but I'm just trying to keep an eye out for potential guests and creators that need our help.
This reminds me, I gotta ask Chris's cat if you could throw us a someone down the pipeline. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty much open to anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you, bro. We just need we need some good exposure. We need to be able to get audiences from all over, you know. But not we need also some other opinions on here because like I said last show, sometimes the show can be kind of a circle jerk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like Donna's in the chat.
Oh, Donna, there we go. Let's see what we got. Why isn't Donna on? Donna, get your ass in here. Hold on, I'll invite her.
I was about to say, did you invite her?
Yeah. Well, she's in the same thing.
Yeah, she's one of our founders as well.
Yeah, Donna, check our hangout. I'll send you the link.
Oh, Darwin, what am I going to do with you? He just sat there and said, if you guys have me on, you'll get a lot of views. I'm like, okay.
That's cool, and that's fine.
You tell yourself that.
I'm not worried about views. I'm worried about, you know, helping other channels out. That's what I give a fuck about.
Yeah.
You know, and so if I was worried about views, I would monetize this channel. Now, my other channel, let's see if he wants to have a discussion on my other channel, we could do a stream on there. On the Atheist Veteran channel, he could by all means.
Donna just texted in the Google Hangouts. She says, "I can't. It's 2 a.m."
Oh yeah.
Read the comments, Rob.
Fine, I'll read them. Son of a bitch. All right, so wow, there's a lot going on down here. I debate atheists all the time. I would love to come and on a debate the atheist. By the way, I'm the only viewer now. These atheist hangouts really have competent Christians or theists.
Again, keep telling yourself that.
Yeah. Well, you know, we never get anyone that wants to be on besides this troll, but whatever. On to the debate. I have a question for you, atheist. If God does not exist, how do you account for the precondition? There it is.
See, he told you.
Actually, what mystery?
I told you every time he does the precept argument, which at the end of the day is nothing more than an assertion on his part.
Is there any absolutes by which you can reason, or can you reason the virtue of non-absolutes? Hi. Oh boy, did I arrive in a good time? Don't you atheists want some opposition on your show? Well, I'm gonna take your word for it and just assume he's a troll. But yeah, we want good opposition. We don't want someone on here who just repeats himself on everything. We sure do. I'm not the host, Darwin. Darth Dawkins, sorry, just came on. What happened? I guess you're I'm not ignoring your post. I can't see it. Okay, I wasn't looking. Can I call you Doc, by the way? Invite me on, sure. I'm a Christian fundamentalist, debate atheist. Well, it's 2 a.m. here. Okay, well, he says he's not a troll. I don't believe him. And usually we would invite trolls on, but if it's as bad as Atheist Ranger says it is, then I'll just take your word for it, Holmes. Have me on. I don't know. What do you think, Pro? Should we have him on?
I don't know. I mean, we can probably get him on next time or something.
Yeah, come on next time.
We can actually host a debate between Atheist Ranger and this guy. If you want to.
I've already debated him. Well, not really debate, but again, it was a long time on my channel, but I'm not dealing with that fucking nightmare again.
All right. We'll probably give him to Jonathan.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys
Jonathan will own his ass.
Yeah. We're not afraid of it. We said, come on next time. We don't you don't dictate our shows, okay? You want to no, I'm talking to Darth Dawkins.
I know, I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, I told you.
if you want to be on our show, how about you not pop up in our chats? You send us an email and we'll adjust accordingly. But you're gonna pop up on our show in the goddamn chat and demand to be on. You can go fuck yourself. Fucking asshole. Create your own goddamn channel. Fucking dick. Don, stop sucking his dick. He's a fucking idiot. I mean, I'm fine with him being a fucking, religious nut or whatever. But he's fucking in here fucking demanding to be on our show. You're not demanding. Okay, let's see. Have me on. Fuck you. Why don't you send us an email? It was a request. Well, why don't you learn to fucking word your words better, buddy?
I mean, again, you guys can have a conversation with him, but I mean, just after one conversation with him, he was just a headache.
Yeah, I'm done with this idiot. Yeah. You can fuck off. If you want to join us, send us an email. Send us an email. Talk to us later.
Yeah, if you just
fucking moron. Oh, dude, I just hate that. I hate when people tell you what you need to do on your channel. I fucking hate it. So anyway, Darth Dawkins. I'm not looking at the chat right now because I'm done arguing with you. But here's how we're gonna handle this situation. If you want to be on, we will set up a time and a date, and you can be on. How about that? Instead of coming in our chat and demanding shit, you could come in, you could request and nicely ask if you could be on our show, and we might consider it. Most likely, you will get approved because we don't want a fucking echo chamber. But if you're gonna come in our chat and demand shit from us, you can go fuck yourself. So, anyway, I think I'm done on that one.
Yeah, again, we should probably let Jonathan know about this guy. I mean, yeah. Jonathan will too.
I think Jonathan would love to have a little chit chat with someone. Yeah, and we won't. We won't double team you either. Me and Pro will sit here and listen. We'll moderate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know who Jonathan is, but again, just let him know that this guy's main weapon is the precept argument.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, I'm already, steamed up a little bit. I'm fine with him, wanting to debate and wanting to talk, but just don't tell me how to run this show. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, just the best way to do it is just to use the presupposition argument right back to him. Oh, well, prove morality doesn't exist. Well, then you prove morality does exist.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. Fucking idiot. So anyway, guys, do we have anything else that we want to talk about?
Do you guys know the deal with the Nunes memo? Because I'm a little confused.
Oh, the new.
I just made a video of it, reviewing it. I'm gonna put it up. I forgot to put it up yesterday.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, what's exactly the deal with that? Because I mean, I'm again, I don't watch that much news, at least not mainstream media, but there hasn't been much coverage on it independent wise.
Okay. Well, supposedly what the memo is about is the FBI was misusing or they were misusing their authority or something like by omitting evidence from the FISA court when they applied to get a FISA warrant to spy on one of Trump's campaign guys.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it's showing because they try to say that and of course, they're trying to use the memo to destroy the argument of the dossier, which, I mean, I honestly think the dossier is fake.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, at the very end of the memo, it says that the original FBI investigation was triggered by another campaign aide, George Papadopoulos, and not the frickin' dossier. So they spent like a whole couple pages taking down the dossier, but then they reveal at the very end that it wasn't the dossier that started the investigation. And I just sat back and I laughed.
Yeah, I mean, they shot themselves on the foot in this one.
You know, here's a better question: Why exactly are politicians in America even allowed to take money from foreign governments?
That's the better question.
Yeah, I mean, technically they're not. I don't think they're allowed to take money from foreign governments, but guess what? Somehow they find a way around it because of this whole super PAC thing and campaign finance laws.
Yeah.
Well, then that Citizens United case, and I've actually had arguments online about that because there are people who actually think that money is free speech. I said, look, you dumb motherfucker. If you actually believe money's free speech, then I better see you out in the streets trying to legalize most all the illegal drugs or fighting to legalize prostitution.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're not. It's not actually prostitution. See, you're paying the hooker with speech, not money.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
All I know is if you're videotaping it, it's not legal. It's in porn.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just like have a camera and turn it on, but have no film in it, and just.
Yeah.
I always love that. I think it was a Family Guy skit.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, I love Family Guy. Oh, that show. You know, I hope they don't go the way of The Simpsons, where they just start getting stale.
Well, yeah, I know the Simpsons have gotten a bit stale, but I mean, they do try to stay relevant, like with these like short skits.
Yeah.
Like talking about like the current events.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it like I think 3 times. Both the times talking about Trump in the White House, and then the third one where they were doing like with Robert Mueller gets picked up in a limo by Jeff Sessions and gets taken to Trump Tower, and Trump tries to bribe him.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen that yet, but it sounds funny. Oh, good old Trumpy poo. He's just like, as much as I was like upset when I wasn't really upset when he won, because I knew it would be great content and it's gonna make my life so much better with just like the SNL skits and.
Speaking of SNL, do you guys see the SNL skit, the one with George Bush?
Oh yeah,
with Will Ferrell coming back as George Bush. No, I haven't.
Oh my god, that was so fucking funny.
That was funny. He's like, I know I look good now, but remember, this is not how you do it.
Yeah,
I still love the one from 2008 where Will Ferrell was like sitting next to Daryl Hammond, who's like playing John McCain, and he's like, and Will Ferrell is George Bush saying like, a vote for him is a vote for me.
Oh no.
I busted the gut.
I remember
that was my favorite line. He's like, "Please do not look back at my presidency and think to yourself, this is how we do it. I mean, we're still in 2 wars that I started."
I love that one. But
Oh yeah.
You know, although it is looking a lot like Bush's presidency again. It's just like,
Oh yeah.
fast forward.
Apparently, we might be starting an economic downturn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what you get when you have a political party, that being the Republicans, who think that trickle-down economics fucking works, and it doesn't. And Fox News is really pissing me off lately because you have freaking Sean Hannity and Tommy Lahren keep saying, well, this tax cut gives a tax cut to 80% of Americans. No, it fucking doesn't. 85% of the tax cuts are going to the top 1% of corporate America.
Yeah.
How does that math make sense?
And then your taxes are going to go up around 2021.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's like
by 50%, which I might add.
Yep. Well, like what I'm saying is this is like George Bush's presidency, but faster. You remember how the economy took a shit during his last year in office. It's Trump's first year. He's been in one fucking year. The start on his second year. But he's been in like one fucking year. And he's already making Bush look fucking way better. 1 sec.
I know.
He's making Bush look like FDR.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, yeah. But then the thing is, I mean, what do you expect from from President Trump? A guy that was being sued for fraud during the campaign trail and bankrupted 6 of his own companies.
And by the way, this whole crap that he's for women, I think he still has, 12 sexual assault allegations against him?
Oh, yeah, I think like at least 12.
I think it's funnier that they think that he's a Christian. No,
they think he's a Christian. I mean,
he subscribes to the Church of Trump, and that's it. That's all he cares about is Trump.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't fucking give a shit about anyone's religion. If it will advance his cause, he will. If he thought that being a Satanist would advance his cause, he would be a fucking Satanist. I promise you.
Oh yeah, if Satanism used his face as their logo, he would be a Satanist.
Yeah. If they decide. Yeah.
Speaking of Satanists, did you guys watch that show Lucifer?
Oh yeah, I watch it.
Oh, I fucking love it.
I
can't believe the guy from Smallsville. Not only did he's part of the show, but he's Cain from the Bible.
Yeah, I love that. And they're just trying to kill him but they can't kill him. Even Lucifer's just like, I don't know what the fuck to do. But I don't know.
Donna's saying Jonathan wants to come on.
Oh yeah, let Jonathan on.
Yeah, you know what? If the troll's still there.
No,
if the troll's still there. I don't know. We'll check with Jonathan. I haven't actually talked to him before.
All right, we'll talk to Jonathan.
So I get to meet you guys' version of Paul's ego.
Kinda, sorta.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 sec. Let me see if I can add him to our chat. I just forgot his email. Justin Stilts. Okay, let's see him. Yeah, he sent me a direct message on Twitter, so let's check that out. And then I kind
of got a notification on that.
Yeah, I'll tweet him the link and he can join. Yeah, let's tweet Jonathan, and if he wants to debate him, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably find that presupposition argument and see what his opinion is.
Yeah. Good old presupposition. Yeah, you can get on the stream, Jonathan. Of course you can. Why wouldn't I? You're just a sexy ass beast. Oh, that's wrong. That's the wrong one. Why did it go here? Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry, guys. This is taking forever. Of course, you can get on the stream, buddy. Here you go. Fucking that other ass. See, that's how you do it, Darth. You fucking ask. You say, "Can I?" You use this thing called a question mark. It's a great fucking tool. Fucking idiot. Yeah. You were demanding. It's in fucking black and white. Look at the fucking feed, you idiot. Fucking moron. No, you didn't fucking ask. You said, have me on. Learn to fucking speak. I know he's just trolling the fuck out of me right now.
You're falling for it.
No, it's fine. You know, the funny thing is like I love it when I, get to use my atheist veteran persona. Yes, I did say you demanded because you did. I love acting like I'm a dick, even though I'm really not. I would love to have him on and have a discussion, but he's got to ask. So, Darth, how about you do this? You say, "Can I please be on the show?" And I say, "Sure. Why the fuck not? That sounds awesome. Doesn't sound like you're a douchebag." Short fuse. I can definitely say that.
All right.
All right, just waiting for John. Just waiting for him. It's in your Twitter, Jonathan. Dude. Yes, you can come on. We're going to have Jonathan come on. Let's see. Can I invite him on through here? That'd be awesome. Remove. Put user in time. I can put him in timeout.
Hey guys, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
All right.
All right.
All right. Let's see. How do I...
Yeah, I'm going to go get some water, so I'll be right back.
I got to fucking add him somehow. Darth Dawkins. Let's see. We got to send him the link. Man, everybody just ditching me, man. Fuck this guy. Let's see. Let's find him. Why is it taking forever? Who we got here? Hey, is that Jonathan? Jonathan, it sounds like your mic's kind of giving you some issues, buddy. I'm trying to find Darth Dawkins on YouTube. Darth Dawkins versus Pine Creek. Where's this guy?
All right, I'm back.
Darth Dawkins gets a little bit upset. Where the I see videos where he's like debating people. I'm not seeing his channel. Darth Dawkins, where the fuck can I send this?
Well, let's wait for Jonathan to get on first.
He was just on.
Oh, he was just on?
Yeah, he was just on, but his mic was doing this weird squeaky thing, so he's coming back on.
All right.
Where do I send this link, Darth? Darth Vapor.
Yeah, that should be like your like another channel name if you ever do decide to.
Fucking Hannibal's on, by the way.
Oh, Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal. Hannibal, check our group chat. You can join too. I'm just waiting for Darth Dawkins to send me a place where I can. Oh, wait, there we go. Go to the channel. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's see. Does he have any videos? He's got 180 subscribers. Why do you think we would get a lot of views if you have us on, but you have 182 subscribers? Now, granted, I don't have that many subscribers, But what makes you think you're that? You're gonna give us all these views? Doesn't even matter.
Hey, Hannibal, how's it going?
Oh, good day, good day.
Hannibal!
Here.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
just have to...
Atheist Ranger. This is the Hannibal Show. He's a Let's Player and one of the founders.
Oh, very
Good
nice, man. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. Basically just woke up due to a rather nasty back pain, sadly. It's 2 a.m. here in Norway. Actually, it's 3 a.m. in Norway.
That's 3 a.m. in Norway?
Yeah.
What are you doing up?
I just had to walk off a little bit of back pain, and I'm not very fond of walking, so I just sat down in front of the PC.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so did you upload the new what's it called? Oxygen Not Included yet?
It's still 2.5 hours.
Oh.
Years.
Why you do this to me, man? I need my fucking fix.
I need my oxygen.
I need my Oxygen Not Included, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's getting a little heated, man. A little bit crazy.
Oh, man, I actually dreamt about this YouTube Creator Association. Oh.
Did you?
Yeah. Remember you talked about PewDiePie?
Oh, you had a dream about PewDiePie? Fucking perv.
Nah, I think I saw his book review before I fell asleep, and I probably connected that with this channel because I was in here watching.
Darth Dawkins, the link is in your discussions, which I'm not happy about putting in there. Because now fucking whoever's in your discussions can fucking come on. But we will fucking work with it since, there's no other fucking information how to contact you. I don't know. I don't think he wanted to debate us at all. I think he's just saying it went. The Geek Room. Yep. Man, we got the Geek Room here now.
Oh yeah, those are subscribers of mine actually.
Oh,
interesting.
Oh, cool. Interesting. We're gonna have him on the show soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going?
Jonathan,
is my audio better now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good.
Here you know.
Oh, I recognize Jonathan. He's been
The
on
link is in your discussions on your page, Darth Dawkins. So yeah, since you didn't send me an email or anything convenient. So, hi, Geek Room. Oh, see, the Geek Room says hi, Hannibal.
Hi. I'm just posting a little bit.
If I may actually recognize Jonathan, he's been on the Quiet Atheist channel a few times.
Oh yeah,
nice.
More than a few times.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to have Jonathan on. All right, so we're gonna have this guy on. I think he wants to do a debate, but we figured that our favorite debater is Jonathan. So we'll all just pretty much moderate it, and Jonathan, you can just have at him.
Well, all right, dude. But I've been drinking a while, so I don't know how serious I can be, but we'll give it a go.
It's all good.
Well, I mean, Darth Dawkins' main weapon is the precept argument.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna type it. It's in your discussions tab in your channel. I literally had to spell it out for him. Yeah, the Geek Room, man. Hey, see, I love this. We're all networking out and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, networking. Cool.
Word. Networking. It's a word.
It's the Atheist Conjunction Junction.
Yep.
So, Jonathan, have you been, man?
I've been all right, man. Been working, taking care of the kids, trying to lose a little weight, drinking. Ooh. How you been?
I've been good. Living in Vermont for about a year. Still trying to get my bearings.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, we finally got him.
Finally.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, cool.
All right, yep.
Well, what's the topic now?
Yep. All right, here we go, guys.
It's Richard Dawkins. I like Richard Dawkins.
No,
cool.
I'm Darth Dawkins, his better-looking older brother.
Oh.
Okay, that's cool. So you're a Sith.
And I call myself Darth Dawkins because I find atheist lack of faith deeply disturbing.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah. So how do you gentlemen define atheism? I can't seem to get a consistent definition. So which definition do you use?
Well, I use the definition that's in the dictionary. I don't make up anything or put a spin on it. It's just, there's not enough evidence out there that I think to indicate that there's a God. And so I kind of view him the same way as Sasquatch or I don't know, maybe the Loch Ness Monster.
Is the proposition that God, a creator God, necessarily exists? Would you consider that having a truth value of true or false?
Well, just like Hitchens says, nobody can actually say for 100% certainty that a God does not exist. But you could say the same thing about leprechauns. And so I think if you live your life to a certain point and you don't see any evidence of a certain thing, it's fairly safe to assume it doesn't exist. But is it possible? Yeah, I guess it is. But
all right, so then you would be more under the classical and historical definition of atheism is the denial of the existence of God, the absence of a positive belief in God, and the absence of a denial would be agnosticism. So you just basically lack belief, right?
Yeah, I mean, if there was some actual evidence presented to me, then I'm open-minded. But yeah, I've been on the earth, man, 47 years, and
is it your position that there is no evidence for God?
Yeah, man. I mean, well, here's the thing: are you talking about the God of the Bible, Yahweh? Or are you just talking about in general?
When I'm discussing atheism. I consider atheism a denial of all creator God concepts. Now, I happen to be a fundamentalist Christian myself, but when I'm tackling that, I don't consider that somebody disbelieving in one creator God to be atheism, because if atheism is the belief in some gods, then theists are atheists because they disbelieve in some gods. So
yeah, I understand all that. The only reason I was asking is I was just wondering where you were coming from, man. Because I mean, if you want to talk about whether or not Yahweh exists, that's one thing. If you want to talk about in general a God, I mean, as a Christian, it's kind of weird if you're going to argue that there could be a God, because basically you're saying it could be Allah, it could be Thor, it could be anything. And I would think from your standpoint, you would want to say not only does God exist, it's the specific God, Yahweh, from the Bible. But I was just wondering where you're coming from. That's all.
Oh, yeah. My position is the Christian God necessarily exists. And it's the only rational worldview to hold, and any other worldview other than that is irrational. But your position is that it's possible. You don't have a belief in God, but that it's possible that God exists, right?
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. I think, there's a chance that a God exists, but I'm going to also say that the chances of Yahweh existing, the God of the Bible, is 0. Okay. It might be another one, but it's not.
All right, so let's tackle the first position first. So when you hold to your lack of belief, you're holding forth that it's possible a creator God might exist, and it's also possible that he does not exist. Would that be your view?
It's also possible. It's also possible leprechauns exist, and it's also possible monkeys might fly out my butt. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. I can't 100% say. I can't say 100% that a God doesn't exist, but I'm also putting it in the same ridiculous category as Bigfoot. But yeah, go ahead.
Is it possible that a creator God exists?
It's possible Bigfoot exists, yes.
I didn't ask you about Bigfoot. I asked you, is it possible that their creator God exists?
I guess, man. I mean, sure,
Okay.
leprechauns
Also,
could exist.
do you also hold to the idea that it is possible that a creator God does not exist?
Well, I base it off evidence. I haven't seen anything to prove it, so my stance is he doesn't.
Okay, that's called the absence of evidence is evidence of absence. Now, when you say there's no evidence for God, does that include the universe?
Well, I mean, you know, I dig astronomy, man. I've got a telescope. I know it's out there, you know, the universe, but
Is
you know,
the universe evidence for God or not evidence for God?
It's not evidence for leprechauns. No, it's not evidence for anything. It's just there.
Wait a minute. I didn't ask you about leprechauns. You said there's no evidence for God. Does that include the universe?
You know, God could be a leprechaun.
When you say there's no evidence for God, does that include the universe?
Yeah, man. I don't see the existence of the universe as evidence of a deity.
Okay. Since the universe is not evidence for God, in other words, the universe isn't in a causal chain from a creator God, could you tell me what then is the causal origin of the universe if it is not God?
No, man, I don't know.
If you don't know, how do you rule out God as a causal origin?
I'm just saying, man, I haven't seen evidence for anything that's created the universe, so I'm not going to make a claim that anything
you said
has.
The universe is not. Well, if you don't know, how do you rule out God as a causal origin?
Because, man, I make
conclusions
like that all. I make conclusions like that all day long. That's.
If you don't know, wait a minute. If you don't know what the causal origin of the universe is, how do you rule God out as a causal origin if you don't know what the causal origin is?
Look, I don't know who lives in the house next door. But there may not be people there at all because I don't see cars in the driveway. So I just assume there's nobody there. That doesn't mean there isn't people in there. I just don't know.
Yeah, so, I don't mean any disrespect, but you're not addressing my question. If you do not know what the causal origin of the universe is, but then you say it is not a causal, the origin of the universe is not God, how did you come to that conclusion when you say you don't know what the causal origin of the universe is?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. But I don't see
if you don't know, then you have a contradiction here. You have a contradiction here because you're telling me
a contradiction.
If you tell me that X is not the causal origin of Y, and I ask you what the causal origin of Y is, and you say I don't know, how do you rule out X if you don't know what?
Because what I said.
Answer, Darth.
No, dude, what I said was just because the universe exists, it doesn't mean that's evidence that a God made it.
That's correct, but it doesn't follow that the universe is not evidence for God. Well, but you asserted that it is not evidence for God. I'd like to know how you know that.
What I said is I just don't believe in a God.
Well, that's not the same thing. You said the universe is not evidence of God. So you're stipulating that you do know that the universe. Well, then how do you know it's not evidence of God?
Because there's no evidence.
Because it's
what you don't understand.
Just because it exists, it's not evidence of anything.
Look, man, not understanding.
I've got this glass of wine in front of me. Look, I've got a glass of wine in front of me, but it's not evidence of anything. The point I'm trying to make to you is that if you say that Y is not caused by X, and I ask you what did cause Y, and you say, I don't know, then you're going to have to explain to me why you know that X did not cause Y when you say you don't know what caused Y.
Well,
look, that's what I'm telling you. The same thing. It's the same thing about. It's the same thing with Bigfoot, dude. Yeah. I don't know if Bigfoot exists, but I've decided he doesn't.
Yeah. Well, can I jump in just real quick?
Sure.
So here's the thing: who's making the claim here? Who's making the claim that they?
I didn't make a claim. I'm simply asking what the nature. I simply asked what the nature of his atheism.
Well, okay. Let's say what you're claiming, because you are making the claim, and don't bullshit me. First of all, you claim that God created the universe. Am I wrong on that? You believe God?
Oh, sure. Yeah, the God of the Bible has revealed that. Yes.
So why does why does Jonathan have to provide evidence against your claim? You're the one making the claim. You provide the evidence. How about that?
I asked Jonathan why he was.
That's an unreasonable question. That's unreasonable.
You're
That's
over talking.
unreasonable. Well, you know what? You've been over talking Jonathan this whole time. So guess what? You're
actually no. I've been very polite to him.
No, you haven't. Don't fucking bullshit me. First of all, you're the one making the claim. You provide the evidence. You show us why.
Sure.
And
yeah,
how
everything. Okay. In the case that God necessarily exists, then everything is in a causal relation and origin from God. Therefore, the entire universe would be evidence of God. See, when you ask for evidence of God, you're making what is called a category error, because God is not like any other object. Okay. Now, another problem that you have is that when you ask for evidence for God, you're asking for God to be the conclusion of discursive reasoning or of an argument. Okay. That presupposes that you have rationality, truth, and evidence, that the preconditions for rationality, truth, and evidence exist prior to concluding with God. Now, you're going to have to establish from your worldview how the concept of evidence and rationality is viable.
That's
at
where
square one.
Yeah, go ahead. Well,
so what you're saying is, since you withhold belief in God, you are using your reasoning faculty and reason that due to an insufficiency of evidence that there's no God. Now that's the criterion that you're using. When we look at that criterion and we apply it to your reasoning, what is your rational justification that the necessary prerequisites for rationality, truth, reason, and evidence actually exist? What is the ultimate nature of the universe that provides with you with the ability to reason, and to reason that there is no God?
It's real simple, dude, man. I just don't believe a supernatural realm exists. I've never seen any magic or any supernatural stuff. And for your God to exist, I mean, you're saying that he operates.
You didn't understand my question. If you withhold belief in God, then something else. Listen, if God is unnecessary, if a creator God is unnecessary, or if the God of the Bible is unnecessary, then something else in terms of the ultimacy of the universe, and I should say in the ultimacy of reality, that will provide you with the ability to reason to a lack of belief. Now, are there any absolutes? Reality. May I finish, please? Yeah, in reality, are there any absolutes? Are there any absolutes within reality that provide you with a grounding so that you could reason that there's no justification for the existence of God? What absolutes would exist? Because surely you must believe that there are some absolutes that enable you to reason. Because if there's no absolutes, then you wouldn't be able to reason at all. So surely there must be some absolutes that allow you to reason, and to reason that there's insufficient evidence for God. So what absolutes exist that allow you to reason and reason against God?
Yeah, but like I said, the things I've stated about leprechauns and Bigfoots, they sound illogical. And the reason they sound illogical is because they are. I'm telling you.
Okay, so when you say they sound illogical, are there fundamental absolutes of logic?
Darth, stop stepping all over
leprechauns, dude. Leprechauns. Bigfoot.
Okay, you invoked logic. Can you show me logic?
I can't.
Where's logic? Can you show it to me?
No, it's illogical. Listen to me. I'm telling you. Okay.
No, you're not understanding my question.
Look, dude, your question, it doesn't make any damn sense. It's wacky. I'm telling you.
I'll try to explain it to you. If you say that God is illogical.
Hey, you've been talking. You listen to me.
I'll wait till you're done.
Good. Okay.
Fucking fine.
I'm keeping it real simple, dude. It's real simple. I'm a simple dude from Tennessee. All right. I grow tomatoes. All right. I make my own wine. I listen to music. Okay. I like to take a bath with bubbles. But listen to me. What I'm saying. I know that Bigfoot is not real because it is a story. It's made up, and the claims are wacky. And I'm just not going to buy into it. Same thing with leprechauns. Same thing with God. Okay. Can I prove beyond a shadow of doubt that God does not exist? No, I can't. So maybe he does. But I'm telling you, from my life experience, I'm not buying it. I just don't believe it. Now, did I just contradict myself in the world of logic? Yeah, probably. But I'm telling you, I'm speaking from my life experience. I haven't seen it, so I don't believe in it. Could he exist? I guess so.
Right. Okay, you don't see it. Okay, so you can you see laws of logic?
Look, I'm being illogical myself, but I guess there's laws.
You have to have absolute universal. May I speak, please? You have to have absolute universal laws of logic in order to employ reason and logic. Now, you just told me unless you see it. Can I finish, please?
No, I don't.
Guys.
I'd like to finish, please.
Do you have a wife or a girlfriend?
I'd like to speak, please.
Jonathan, let him finish, and I'll tell him tell him he needs to give you the same opportunity to speak as well. All right. So both of you guys.
You told me you won't believe in something unless you can see it. Now, there are many things that you believe and that you reason to and from about that you cannot see. One of those is that there are fundamental laws of logic which allow us to reason and stay on the path of truth and stay out of fallacies. So either it is the case there are laws of logic or there are not fundamental laws of logic. Okay? So are there laws of logic, Jonathan?
I don't know, dude. I don't function by them.
Well, if you don't know that there are laws of logic, then I can say anything.
And you are.
Well, you see, if you don't know that there are laws of logic, then you can't talk about being logical then, can you?
I didn't say I was.
You said you were being it's logical. You're following logic. But I asked you if there are laws of logic, and you say you don't know. So how can you be logical if you don't know there are laws of logic?
Dude, there's no leprechauns, and I'm telling you, I haven't seen evidence, so my gut tells me it's bullshit. That's my gut.
Okay. Well, you don't see laws of logic, do you? See, you're using logic to reason about leprechauns, are you not?
I just told you I'm using my guts too. My gut feeling is that.
Well, you're using your mind, and your mind is employing logic about leprechauns. Now, do laws of logic exist in order to reason about leprechauns?
I don't know, dude.
Well, then if you don't know, why are you commenting on the non-existence of leprechauns then?
Look, man, the whole thing about God and magic and creating the world in 6 days, it's just ridiculous. That's my stance.
Well, so do you actually? So you believe that the world that we live in is the product of laws, apart from God?
I don't know.
Well, then, then what are you standing on to object to anything? If you object to the existence of God because you claim you haven't seen it, well, then you haven't seen laws of nature. Laws of nature are abstractions. You can't see the laws of logic.
But you know how cops work, man.
You're violating the very. Let me just say one more thing. You are violating the very principle that you're enunciating. That if you don't see it, you don't believe in it. You don't see the laws of logic. Therefore, you can't claim to reason.
Do you know how cops work on the street, man? A lot of it's their guts and from what they've seen from their experience on the street. And, you know, there's common sense that comes with that. And I'm telling you, I've never seen any proof of any magic God and stuff, and I'm not buying into it.
Is common sense based upon reason?
And you can sit there and say, the laws of logic and common sense results in the fact that God made the universe. To me, it's just words, dude. I'm not buying it.
Okay, well, see, in the Christian worldview, the God of the Bible has revealed that he is the origin and source of all that exists, and that would include logic and reason. But since you reject that, then there must be some other basis for how you can account for logic, reason, and common sense. Is there anything that is absolute that can provide you with reason?
I'm absolutely enjoying this wine.
Go ahead, Anders.
Darth, I really must say that I actually do enjoy your debate skills. But you said that God said that he was absolute, right?
Yeah, in the Christian worldview, God has given revelation to his absolute existence.
Yeah, but it also says that he killed all of the other gods, including Baal, during some sort of prophecy standoff in the Bible,
No.
didn't it?
No. In Isaiah
In the Old
40,
Testament.
in Isaiah 43 to chapter 46, God repeatedly states that there are no other gods. They're only gods in name or in the imagination of people. They don't actually exist from a biblical position.
Then why
Yes.
would one of the 10 Commandments say there shall be no other gods before me?
That's referring to worshiping other false conceptions.
Well, I think you're reading into that a little bit.
Well, actually, I've been studying the Bible since 1980, so
All right. Well,
I think
me
I know
too.
a little bit about it.
All right. What about Matthew 27, 52 and 53, where it says the dead people come out of the ground and walk to Jerusalem? My gut says I call bullshit on that.
Well, you're not in a position to do so in your worldview because
Dude, I can do whatever I
May I
want.
finish, please? May I finish? Well, wait a minute. You're cutting me off. You didn't even hear my objection.
I know, because it's crap.
Okay. Well,
guys,
why don't you
let's
let me
keep it
finish my
civil.
objection?
Let's
You're
keep it
not in
civil.
a position. You in your worldview are not in a position to say what is possible or not possible because you don't have access to what the nature of reality is. Can you tell me what is possible and impossible? How would you know that?
Dude, I'm 47. I've lived life. I'm telling you, dead people don't come out of the ground and walk to Jerusalem.
Okay, you're appealing, therefore, what you're appealing to is called past experience. The fact that you have never witnessed dead people rising from the grave does not logically necessitate that cannot happen. Now, do you believe in abiogenesis, that life came from non-life?
Let's not change the subject yet. I want to stay on the
No,
topic
I'm not
of dead
changing
people.
the subject because I'm trying to point out to you, you said you've never seen somebody rise again from the dead, therefore you don't believe it. Have you ever observed life come from non-life? Well, the answer is no, you haven't. But you do believe in abiogenesis, don't you? So you believe in something that you've never witnessed.
You do too.
Okay?
You do too.
That's
You
not
think
the standard. I'm not holding to that standard. You are.
You said that it says that your God like always existed, okay, and that's just as crazy as saying something comes from nothing.
Unfortunately, and by the way, when I disagree with you, there's no disrespect intended, okay? But when you object to any states of affairs, you're in no position to object other than by your feelings, because you don't know what the ultimate nature of reality is. Do you know? Let me ask you this question. Do you know what the ultimate nature of reality is? Is nature governed by laws or not laws?
Dead people don't come out of the ground and walk to Jerusalem.
Okay, dead people don't come out of the ground unless dead people do not come out of the ground if everything is operating according to laws. Do you believe everything happens according to laws?
Jesus didn't walk on water. It's impossible.
Okay, dude, you're not having a conversation here. When you object to somebody rising from the dead, okay, somebody who's stone cold dead, do you do so on the basis of science and laws or not?
Dude, do you have any common sense? It's about common sense.
I don't think you're understanding my question, so I think we should really move on to Anders here or anyone else who wants to engage me.
Sure.
Because you're not really responding to my questions. John.
You mean I'm not being a victim to your little trail that you're trying to wedge me?
No, I'm asking you legitimate questions to your responses, and I'm not getting. Actually, you're not. You keep on talking about leprechauns and Bigfoot, and you're not giving me answers to my questions.
Common sense.
Now, I'll just say one final thing.
Bro.
You're not in a position in your worldview to say what can or cannot happen, even if you appeal to your past experience, because your experience is only a tiny subset of the totality of reality. Now, you intently believe that nature operates according to laws, and that's why dead people don't rise from the dead. But you see, you cannot account or justify that there are laws of nature or science by virtue of your sense perception. It's an impossible task.
Dude, you've lost you have no common sense, dude. That's crazy. What you're talking is crazy. You're talking crazy talk.
What is common sense? Is it reason?
Dead people don't come out of the ground and walk to Jerusalem. What do you not understand about that statement?
How do you know that can't happen?
Dude, how do you know anything?
If it did happen, it would definitely have caused a fuss in Rome, where they had a lot of literal people who would definitely have recorded that incident, and not just have a couple of prophets.
Not necessarily. Do you know who Marco Polo was? Do you know who Marco Polo was? Okay.
Yes.
Do you know Marco Polo left no account of the Great Wall of China?
No, I didn't know that.
It doesn't matter, man.
Okay, so but here's the problem line. You can object to the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's fine. You can be skeptical. However, okay, your skepticism is unjustified in your worldview, because in your worldview, anything can happen. And if you disagree with that, then you're going to have to tell me how some things are governed by laws that would prohibit that. Now, Anders,
yeah,
your worldview, you think that the world around you is governed by laws and causal connections, but you cannot account for that.
I kind of beg to disagree. We have some laws that are governed. For example, we have the law of gravity, right?
And how do you justify that nature operates according to some laws?
Well, it has to. If not, it wouldn't have worked. I'm sorry if the language barrier is a little bit tricky. I'm trying to pay attention to as much as you say as possible.
No, your English is great. No, you see, in a universe that doesn't operate according to laws, you could have the totality of events occurring spontaneously without causal connections.
Yes,
but you believe otherwise. But you believe it. Now, are you an atheist, Anders?
Oh, yes, I am an atheist. I'm a previous Lutheran Christian.
Okay. So you are an atheist because God has not been justified, right? That there's insufficient rational justification. Okay. Now,
actually, let me adjust that a little bit.
Sure.
There has been a lot of big claims, which I don't see can be rationalized or proven, and that is kind of what led me into the unbelief path, I guess we can call it.
Okay. So God, your criterion then is because God isn't justified, therefore you withhold belief. Now, that criterion that you've just given us, is that a consistent criterion that you use?
Yes.
Okay, good. What is your rational justification that you live in a world that is governed by causality and laws?
Well, why is it a reason why the God of the Bible should be the knob turner, if you know that term?
Oh, well, the reason to answer that question, I'll be glad to answer it, but I'd like you to answer my question, is because God has revealed himself in what is called natural revelation and special revelation. If you read Romans chapter 1, it says that everything that exists testifies to the creative act of God. The Bible teaches that everything is evidence of God, but that some men suppress in their minds that they know God exists when he has made them to know exist. So when you tell me, no, the universe is not evidence for God, then all I can say then is, well, what did produce the universe? And if you tell me you don't know, then on what basis do you exclude God as being the causal origin?
Well, because of the claims that the Bible made, it's too great and it's too not provable. It has a lot of historical facts that is not adding up. It has what should we say? It's
well, the fact that you could attack, the fact that you could attack the Bible. That
I didn't attack the Bible.
I know that. Or critiquing the Bible. Even if you could, in your mind, eliminate the God of the Bible, that still would not put you in a position to say that the universe is not evidence of a creator God. Atheism is not the disbelief in some gods. It's the disbelief of all gods.
Yes.
Now, if you say that the universe is not evidence for God, then it's evidence of something else. And since you say it's not evidence of God, so for example, suppose I said that X is not evidence of Y. Okay.
Mhm.
And then you said to me, well, what is evidence of Y? And I said, I don't know.
Okay, can I ask that same question back to you, just in another
Sure.
twist? Okay, what is this car battery? Oh, it's not a car battery; it's a AA battery.
Your mic went out.
Oh, gosh, are we still here? Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
It will do that from time to time. You'll get used to it.
Okay, this AA battery. Is this? Why should this not be evidence for example, Krishna or Odin or Baal or any of the other gods? It's the same with the universe.
Well, that would be an incoherent notion from your worldview. You couldn't posit that from your worldview.
Yeah, but doesn't
possibilities
makes the same sense with the universe?
No, possibilities are worldview specific. You can only talk about possibilities within a worldview. If you hold to a worldview of no gods, okay, then you can't turn around and posit some other gods as an alternate explanation, because your worldview of atheism prohibits that.
Well, we don't have any rules as an atheist. Atheist is not like a group mentality. Well, it kind of has been after we had Ricky Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens and all these. It kind of have been a little bit more of a group thing. Before, at least here in Scandinavia, atheism is not so frowned upon as it is in the States.
Let me ask you this question. Is your atheism the denial of the existence of any creator God, or do you just have a lack of belief in a creator God?
Well, I have a lack of belief, and I kind of have denied the Bible, the biblical. When I meet people like you who desperately try to confront me with evidence, I get very skeptical because
I'm not giving you evidence.
No, but you're trying to.
I'm using an indirect line of reasoning. Offering evidence would be a direct line of reasoning. I'm using an indirect line of reasoning, which is called a reductio ad absurdum. You assume the thing you're attempting to prove is false to show that if you assume it's false, it leads to a contradiction. Now, what I'm trying to show with you is when you assume that Christianity is false, does it lead to incoherence? And I'm showing that it is, because you don't know what the ultimacy of reality is that would provide you with the ability to reason. Now, the point I'm trying to make to you is this. The point is this. We have to be clear as to what our positions are. My position is that the Christian God necessarily exists and he's the creator of all things. Your position is either there is no creator gods, including the Christian God, or your position is you just simply withhold positive affirmation or belief because you're unpersuaded. Which of those two views is yours?
Well, I think one of those leads to another. I started questioning the Bible. I started asking simple questions that didn't add up. For example, why is Hinduism older than Christianity, for example? And why would he appeal to why would the Almighty
I'm waiting
God?
for an answer to the question.
Okay, can you rephrase the?
Yeah, I didn't mean to be rude and cut you off. I said either you deny the existence of all creator gods, which would include the denial of the Christian God, or you just simply have a lack of belief due to insufficient justification. Which of those two positions are you holding to?
Both, actually. As I was
right, that's fine. Okay, good. So, in your view, my worldview is the Christian God necessarily exists. Your worldview is no creator God necessarily exists. Now, since no creator God necessarily exists, in the case that God would exist, he would be the creator of all things, and we would be reasoning in virtue of his creation. Now, since you assert that there is no creator God, what conditions exist that allow you to reason? Are there fundamental universal laws of logic that would permit you to reason?
Yeah, I think there is.
Good. And give me a justification that they exist.
A justification?
Yeah, when I say laws of logic, I'll be real quick. I'm talking about the law of identity, A equals A, the law of non-contradiction, A cannot equal not A, and the law of excluded middle. Something is either A or it's not A. These are the most fundamental laws of logic which govern logic and reason. Now, you said they exist. Now, tell me how you account for the fact that they do exist, that they're absolute and universal.
Can you repeat the last thing you said?
Yeah, if the laws of logic exist and they exist independently of God, tell me how you as an atheist know that anything is absolute and universal. By what means do you justify that?
Well, first of all, I don't believe that there is a God. So it's kind of like you're kind of setting up.
I know that, but you believe in universal absolute laws of logic, right?
Yeah, I do believe there is
Are you using those laws of logic?
Yeah, I think I am. I'm trying to.
Tell me how you know they exist then.
Well, I can't prove anything to you right now, but you can't do the same to me, right?
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Well, I don't. I just told you. But we do have something called the scientific model, right?
So you can't prove anything?
Well, I can't prove it.
No, I said, is there any? Are you saying that we cannot prove anything?
Until we find a better solution than the scientific model, I don't think so.
Well, the scientific model, does that depend that there are laws of nature?
Well, I think the scientific model has established that there are laws of nature.
Okay, good. Tell me how you know there are laws of nature.
Oh. Well, we have been taught how it worked, and it has been observed, the scientific model. We have tested it.
Laws of nature. Laws of nature are abstractions about the whole. You can't observe the whole.
Yeah, so we can observe it.
No, you can observe. Okay, Anders. Okay, this is an area I've studied quite a bit about. Laws, by their very nature, okay, are abstractions beyond the particulars that you can encounter through your sense experience. Okay? Now, by what means do you justify that there are laws of nature? Are you simply appealing to the consistencies that you observe?
Well, it's consistency and repeatability. Can I find the correct translation of the scientific model?
I'm very familiar with the basic philosophy of science here. Now, when you talk about repeatability, you're presupposing that the repeatability of consistency of events is due to universal or global laws of nature. Now, I want to ask you a question. If I were to roll a pair of dice and I were to weight the dice, could I get 10 sevens in a row if I weighted the dice? Well, of course.
Yeah.
But could I get 10 sevens in a row by chance? The answer is yes. Good. So when you appeal that there are laws of nature due to consistencies and repeatability, can chance produce that as well?
Yeah. Why shouldn't it?
Oh, therefore, if chance can produce consistencies and repeatability, then repeatability and consistencies doesn't necessarily mean that laws are behind it, because you've just conceded that chance can produce that.
But then you have just thrown away your argument for God, haven't you?
No, I haven't used a probabilistic argument for God.
Okay. Okay, good. Because I thought I
said argument I'm giving you for God is what is called a transcendental argument, is that God has revealed himself in human history through natural and special revelation, and he has stated that he is the necessary precondition for everything, including reason and logic and even common sense. And if you deny that, then you won't be able to give a rational justification for any of that. And so far, I haven't heard you give me one rational justification for logic or reason or even laws of nature. Now, do you have a rational justification that there are laws of nature? Because without laws of nature, you can't claim to reason, and to reason there's no God. So what's your justification that there are laws of nature?
Well, there is laws of nature. It's observable, right? If it gets too cold, the plants die, right? Or wither away.
Okay. When you say you observe laws of nature, observation and sense perception presupposes laws of nature for their meaningfulness. If you didn't presuppose that nature operated in some uniform ways, then observation and sense perception would be meaningless. So when you appeal to sense perception and observation as a justification that there are some laws of nature, you're already presupposing it in the concept of observation and sense perception. So appealing to sense perception and observation to justify laws is already presupposing it. So you're going to have to appeal to something else to justify laws.
All right. There is always a breach in the law, right? For example, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, or whatever it does.
How do you know that?
Because I've seen it, observed it. And there is also a flow. Oh gosh, I don't know why it does this.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what the fundamental problem of science is? The fundamental problem in science is called the problem of induction. It's observing a small subset of the whole. When you appeal to observation of water freezing at a certain temperature, you haven't observed all water at that temperature. You're only appealing that you have only seen consistencies produce that. But observing those consistencies doesn't necessitate that the whole is like that. If I observe 5,000 swans and they're white, does that mean all swans are white? No, it doesn't. No. So the point is, you can't, one more thing, you cannot appeal to observation and sense perception to justify that nature operates according to some laws, because they presuppose that there are laws for their meaningfulness.
All right. So if we go back to water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, do you think that is a law?
In the Christian worldview, the God of the Bible has created a world that operates in an orderly and regular way. But when you reject that worldview, you're going to have to establish that any events that you see, no matter how consistent they've been in the past, you're going to have to justify what's behind that. And it'll either be laws or chance. How do you differentiate and distinguish whether chance is the cause or well, I shouldn't say that chance is behind it rather than laws? For all you know, stuff is just happening.
Yeah, but okay. I don't know where you're going with this argument. But I do think that laws and chance, they are kind of interwoven into each other. If
no,
you
you're
have
not understanding. Chance means that there are no causal connections. Laws include the idea of causal connections. In a chance universe, events happen, but there are no causal connections. It's just stuff happening.
I'm not 100% convinced by that argument, because if
I didn't make an argument. I gave you definition. Chance is that events occur where there are no causal connection.
Yes.
If you believe in a non-chance universe, you believe that there are causal connections, but you don't have the means by which you can justify that there are causal connections. See, you devoutly believe.
All right, let him fucking talk, okay?
Just let him talk.
Let him fucking talk. God damn.
Yeah,
you step on him again, I'm ejecting you. How about that?
Now just let him keep talking, because I like to listen.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm muting him.
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is, God says in the Bible that if you reject.
No, just let him talk.
I didn't mute him that time. All right, come on, unmute.
No,
Yeah,
no, he's
there
not.
you go. Okay, there you go.
You see, you want to believe that by rejecting the God of the Bible, you can have a coherent worldview and reason from that worldview. I'm still waiting for you to account for the foundation of that worldview by which you can reason. Since you say God is not the origin of it, then what is? And you're going to have to establish that there are laws.
Yeah, but that is kind of where you will always have an issue with an atheist, because an atheist, remember, he doesn't believe in God. Maybe he hasn't even read the Bible. So that is kind of where you always will have a problem when debating atheists. It's kind of like unstoppable force meets unmovable object.
That would be a contradiction.
It will, because no, it's
that's
not.
an incoherency.
No, it's not.
No, that's an incoherency. Let me tell you why.
Hey, Darth,
like saying there's a square triangle.
Darth, don't make me fucking mute you again, bro. All right, fucking. Here's the thing. Let him talk until he's finished, and then you can talk. And the same will go to him. Okay, I've been trying to. Everybody has been stepping all over everybody. It's been a fucking shit show. So fucking keep this somewhat in some sort of order where he talks and then you talk. Don't fucking step on each other. It's fucking annoying. Please and thank you.
Yeah, but it is when you're debating a person who doesn't see God as a god. It's just like you brought up the square and the triangle. It's two logical fallacies that doesn't fit together. Right?
Yeah, but you're presupposing that in the reality that you're in, that you can make sense of it and that there are laws. I'm still waiting for you to account that there are laws. How do you do so? What laws?
Well, we have plenty of laws that governs our lives. Well, we do have the man-made laws.
Physics. Yeah. How do you account that there are global or universal laws that extend outside of your sense perception? How do you justify that?
Well, does a microscope count?
Microscope would be an extension of your sense perception. Laws would extend beyond the collective sense perception of humanity. How do you justify that you don't live in a chance universe? How do you justify that the universe that you exist in is that there are causal connections? How do you do so?
Well, I don't, because I.
Then you don't have a basis for reason. Then, if you live in a chance universe, if you in order to reason, you have to live in a non-chance universe. Now,
why?
Can you? Well, because in a universe where all events have no causal relations or connections between any other events, there couldn't be reason. You understand?
No, actually, I don't.
Okay.
So why does it has to be reason? Reason is a concept brought up by us, the living, right? The living people or animals, right?
If the events in your skull were all unconnected to each other, and they're just simply spontaneous with no laws and no causal connections, would you be able to reason? The answer is no, you would not.
Yeah, you're talking about
reason requires certain preconditions and prerequisites. So in a chance universe, you could not reason, but you believe because you can reason that you live in a non-chance universe. Excuse me. Yeah, that you live in a non-chance universe. So tell me how you know you don't live in a non-chance universe. You can't appeal to your sense perception.
Yeah. And we can also appeal to the scientific model, like the gravity. Yes, we can.
No, you're not. Like the scientific model presupposes that nature has causal connections. So you're going to have to justify that there are causal connections before you can even discuss the scientific model.
But how could they mathematically prove how big the world was in old Athens, for example, just with a stick and a sunrise, for example?
Okay. Well, you see, you ever heard of the concept of chance?
Yes, I know what chance is.
Now,
but
chance can chance
up
produce the same? Can chance produce the same sequences as non-chance? Well, the answer is yes.
Yes.
Now, if you try to appeal, saying, "Well, chance couldn't do it because it's improbable," that would be presupposing a universe that's governed by laws, because you can't have probability without laws. So I'm still waiting. In order for you to reason that there is no God, you have to be in possession of reason. And the universe that you reason in has to be a non-chance universe. So tell me how you know you don't live in a chance universe.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt real quick, but I'm giving the 5-minute warning, and also I would like to get in on a special discussion I would like to have, not non-religion, after the 5-minute warning, with Darth about the nature of this channel. So if that's all right with you, Darth, if you want to stay after the debate.
That's fine. This is your show.
Yep. So you guys got 5 more minutes, and then so closing arguments. Yep. Go ahead, guys.
All right. I'm sorry, but I do think there is like a language barrier here that is making it a little bit hard for me. But a chance world or a chance universe, is basically what we have, right? And we are using reason to make sense of it, right?
So that's a contradiction. Reason cannot exist in a chance universe.
Yes, it can.
I already explained to you why it can't. A chance universe, there's no causal connections between events.
But if you have, how does
is your reason the product of your brain states?
If my reason, yeah, of course it is. That's my reason.
Okay, are your brain states the product of laws?
Yeah, it's a product of laws.
Right. So your reason is the product of laws. Now, in a chance universe, there are no laws.
Yeah, but me and the universe is 2 separate things, or we are part of the same thing.
You are in the universe.
Yes.
In a chance universe, you would not be able to reason.
Why not?
In order to I already explained it to you, because reason requires mental states. Those mental states are brain states. The brain states require that there are laws of nature. Without laws of nature, then there can't be reason.
Oh, I actually reject that. I don't think.
You're not understanding the concept. Then, in a universe where each and every event is unrelated and there are no causal connections between any other event, there aren't laws and there wouldn't be reason. There would just be things spontaneously occurring. No. Reason requires listen, this is not controversial. Your reason requires thought sequencing. Your thought sequences require that there be not only causal connections, but causal relations. Reason and evidence require inferences. Inferences require causal connections and relations. In a chance universe, there are no causal inferences or connections. What I'm telling you is uncontroversial.
But the thing is, we know very little about. Actually, we know a lot about the universe, but we still have a lot to learn about the universe. So we can't make any absolute decisions right now where that is. I mean, I believe in the Big Bang Theory, for example.
Do you know anything that's absolute in the universe? Since you told me we know a lot of things.
I don't think there is. I don't think there is anything that is absolute.
Then you don't know anything.
Maybe a couple of laws, like gravity and the small and the big force.
Is there anything? Okay, you told me you know some things. In order to know something, it has to be absolute. Tell me something you know that's absolute.
Well, ice freezes at minus 10 degrees Celsius.
No, what you're saying. No, that's not an absolute. What you're appealing to is consistencies of past experience. That's not an absolute.
Okay, Newton's apple.
Number two. You're also relying on the reliability of your sense perception and the reliability of your mental faculties. You don't know that your mental faculties are reliable.
Yeah, but I can show you that the apple falls down, right?
No, you're not understanding.
And
you're not understanding is
sure,
your
we can
memory.
film it.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you tell me that you saw the pond behind your house freeze and you come and tell me about it, you're presupposing the reliability of your memory, that you remembered correctly what you saw, even if it's within 1 second. So when you tell me you know absolutely that water freezes at certain degrees, either Celsius or Fahrenheit, you're relying on the reliability of your memory and the reliability of your sense perception. Do you know that your sense perception is reliable?
Well, I can say the same thing to a Christian person, to the people who quote unquote wrote the Bible. Why would
no, you couldn't, because here's why.
Why couldn't I? Let me know.
Because the reason why you couldn't is because in order to speak against the Bible, you're going to have to speak from a platform or a foundation of reality. But you don't know what the nature of reality is. You haven't established that there's causation. You haven't established that there are laws. You don't know that there are any absolutes. So how can you speak authoritatively if you don't know if there are any absolutes?
Well, I don't.
Well, if you don't, one final thing, if you don't know that there are any absolutes, then you don't come to speak out against the Bible.
All right, guys. So that's our debate. Okay. So Darth Dawkins, I'm going to talk about this channel. I know it may seem like a circle jerk of atheists so far. That's just how it's come out so far. But you're more than welcome to join our channel and to fucking we'll even promote your channel if you want. But you're more than welcome to any other debates that we have. I know we got off on the wrong foot, but you did kind of make it seem like you were fucking demanding a little bit, but that's neither here and there. You're more than welcome. We don't want an echo chamber, so go ahead and join us anytime for a debate. We'll let you know before we have one too.
Okay, so, thank you.
Yeah, this is not an echo chamber. We're not trying to make it an echo chamber. Also, we'll put your channel into because this is kind of how we do it. We have like categories of different channels. We want all sorts of creators on our webpage just so we can promote them and help them out. So if you want, we could put it into the Christian category, and hopefully we get more people along.
Well, I don't have any videos on my channel.
I don't care. We'll just promote you anyway. God.
Okay.
So yeah, shit. I mean,
I'm just saying that because some people think I have videos and I don't.
I know. I checked out your channel, but it was good having you guys on. Darth, thank you for being on, and thank you for not.
Oh, thank you for having me
on. Guys, thanks for debating, Jonathan. Thank you for debating, Anders. Thank you for debating. For Prometheus, thank you for being a co-moderator for this debate.
No problem.
Yep. I know there's a lot of things probably I could have said and you could have said, but it's running late and my kids are hungry. So, yeah.
Can I just say thank you for making my brain twirl a little bit today, Darth. I like being challenged.
It was
really
nice
like
talking.
Being challenged.
Yeah. I hope you don't find our channel to be combative in any way. We really do want other creators on here with different opinions. That's the whole point of this channel.
Well, so far so good.
All right, man. Thanks for being on. We're going to end the broadcast here. I would like everyone to either say their goodbyes or promote their channels or whatever they want to do. Go ahead, starting with Hannibal, then Darth, then John, and then Prometheus, and then myself.
Well, I don't do any religious stuff on my channel. It's just gaming and relaxing on my channel, which you can find over at the Hannibal Show, if you're interested.
All right, go ahead, Darth.
Oh, I'm just Darth Dawkins, and I regularly debate with atheists on YouTube and on Google Hangouts and on Discord.
Also, Darth, if you have any debates going on, we could promote it for you on our Twitter or whatever, and probably.
All right, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let us know. Keep us informed. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Down to earth, common sense atheism for the intelligent man. Have a beer.
All right, Pro, it's your turn.
All right. I'm Prometheus the Prophet. I do generally current events, culture, and I'm getting into anti-theist content.
And I'm the Atheist Veteran. I do anti-theist, but mainly anti-conspiracy theorists, flat earth, that kind of shit. So go ahead and check out my channels, guys, if you want.
You guys ever heard of Cornelius Van Til? He was a theologian in the 20th century. He said anti-theism presupposes theism.
Well, anyway, yeah, we're about to cut off the broadcast. You guys stay for a little after chat afterwards, but I gotta go feed my kiddos. So I'm the Atheist Vet. Fuck off, everyone.
All right, keep smiling.